What's up, world? It's your girl, Sports Braino, and I'm here with the two brothers.
MC Mo.
And Radio Dario, of course.
And we're here to talk all things sports. No harm, no foul.
Ouch.
Alright, so let's get into the picks. For today, Saturday, January 9th, we have the Colts and the Bills. MC Mo, who you going with?
I mean, I think the obvious answer for this question is the Bills. Like, why would I go with a broken Phillip Rivers?
See, this is just where I just don't agree with MC Mo. You're going with the Bills because they've been hot lately. I understand that. And I'm not a Phillip Rivers fan by no stretch of the imagination. But I'm not a believer in Josh Allen. He is so up and down this year. He has not been consistent at all. He's had a hot streak. He's bound to come back to reality here.
He's been the most consistent and confident quarterback in the last 4 weeks whose name is not Tom Brady.
Okay. Last 4 weeks. How many playoff games has he won?
I mean, that's a different discussion. I think everybody's legacy can be built anytime you were entering the playoffs. I mean, we've forgotten everything that was on Andy Reid's credentials when it comes to time management now that he has a Super Bowl. You got to give this young kid a chance to blossom. And this is his moment. And he's going to do that against Phillip Rivers because he's shown us many times that he can't get it done.
Yeah, I don't believe in Phillip Rivers either. But the structure of that team is built to beat the Bills. They have a really strong offensive line. And have you seen Darius Leonard? He's playing with a chip on his shoulder today. Darius Leonard, I know you said everybody's against you this week, but I'm with you, buddy.
I'm not taking an indoor team versus an outdoor team. They're going out into the elements up there in Buffalo. Come on, man.
Okay, so I'm rolling with the consistency as well. So I'm rolling with the Bills. Now next, we got the Rams and the Seahawks. Come on, Radio Dario. Who you going with?
With the Seahawks versus Rams, I was really torn with this one. Seahawks defense has been really strong late. Russell Wilson hasn't been the MVP that we thought earlier on in the season. And LA always has those really great players in Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. With that, I'm still going to go ahead and pick Russell Wilson.
I think you're off on this one. And here's why. This team had great momentum, I'm talking about the Seahawks, to start the year. And we saw their Achilles heel. And you can't truly say that they've solved it to really go against playoff teams, playoff caliber teams. Now, the Rams have a recipe for winning. They've been there before. They've done it before. This is their opportunity to say, you know what, we're going to be the Trojan horse of the playoffs and make our run. So I'm calling upset here.
I hear a lot of people are calling for that backup Wolford over Jared Goff.
And that may very well be the case. This comes down to coaching.
I can understand that, coming down to coaching and everything like that. But if it was the Seahawks defense that was in question, I could definitely be on your side. But with it being Russell Wilson and that offense is the one that's been struggling late, I'm sorry, Russell Wilson has proven time and time again that he can be successful in the playoffs as well.
I'm going to tell you right now, players play differently after they get that money. And now he got his money. He ain't as hungry. And I don't expect to see no ambition out of him going into this playoffs.
I got to roll with that. I'm rolling with the upset today.
Oh, wow.
I'm rolling with the upset. I think the Rams going to pull it off. I'm rolling with the upset. So last but not least, we got a team that's been talked about all week. Washington. Washington versus the Buccaneers.
Washington versus the Buccaneers.
Alex Smith. Who you rolling with, MC Mo?
I think it's very obvious and clear that I'm going with the Washington football team. Yes, the Washington football team. Alex Smith is a go-getter. He just gets it done. I don't know how you can sit there and think that just because Tom Brady put on a really good show to end the regular season against non-playoff teams, that all of a sudden he's going to go into the playoffs and be truly prepared. We're going to see the Tom Brady we saw against the New Orleans Saints both times and against the Kansas City Chiefs. That is the Tom Brady that's going to show up for this playoffs. Why? Because he's not the Tom of old. He's the Tom of new. Get that through your head. It's over. This is his last game in the NFL. NFL.
Oh wow, Tom Brady of old, but the Tom Brady of new. You mean Tom Brady is really old? Because you gotta be crazy to pick the Washington football team over the Buccaneers. You gotta be insane. I don't know how you could do it. Alex Smith is playing on one leg. He's having calf tension all the time. I get scared every time he gets hit. You gotta be insane to go with the Washington football team. But I'm going with the Washington football team as well. That defensive line is stacked. Chase Young, Montez Sweat. Oh my goodness.
Come on now.
Chase Young is a monster.
Come on now.
When we see Tom Brady fail in the playoffs, it's when he's pressured.
Come on now.
And what is the Washington football team really good at?
Bringing that pressure.
Now you're speaking my language, Radio Dario.
Well, I'm rolling with Washington just because I want to hear a good story. I want Alex Smith to get a good story based on his injury, making a comeback, winning the playoff game. So I guess we all can agree on this one. We rolling with Washington. Too bad, Tom Brady.